So as of right now, I'm officially solo traveling through Europe for the first time. This is my first time really spending time in a hotel by myself, let alone like a full 6 nights. But I decided to stay at the EDINBURGH in Edinburgh, and I'm gonna show you the room. So here is the front door. Come in, and it is the bedroom. And then over here we have like a closet set up. So they give you a yoga mat and you can actually sign up for yoga classes, which is, I think, really cool. There's these drawers here. This one has a safe in. This one has a hair dryer, an iron, and some earplugs. And then the bottom one is just empty for any of your belongings. And then you can see they kind of use that to separate off from the apartment area. Cute little couch. Got your TV. There's a little sitting area. Full kitchen. They provide all the pots and pans that you need in case you want to cook in, which ain't gonna be me, but there's a microwave, and then this is a refrigerator. They actually provided little skim milk, which I thought was really cute because they also provide a kettle, and then they have like pour over coffee bags and teas. And then here is a dishwasher. And here we have a washer dryer combo, which I'm already using, which I think is very clutch. I'm on the ground floor, which I'm not gonna lie, makes me a little bit nervous, but it's actually raised even as a ground floor. So like a large truck drove past and I could see over it, like, so it's not really accessible to people outside. I just have this little alleyway. That's some houses across the street, so feel good about that. And they have blackout curtains here, as well as blackout curtains that go across the best bedroom area, so you can get a better night's sleep, which I think is dope. They also provide a noise machine, which is gonna happen. Has some hooks here by the front door, hung up all my stuff, and through here is the bathroom. Bathroom is super nice. Little shelf here for your stuff, as well as a full vanity, which I already put stuff in. Nice little toilet. Nice shower action going here as well. And they provided towels, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, etc., etc. Yeah, and then when you come back to the front door, you have this. I just want to film this before I try to start getting ready for bed. So today was obviously my first day doing a solo day. Everyone left this morning, and I mean, basically I came over to the hotel I'm staying at. The room wasn't ready, but there was a cafe in the lobby area, and I just sat by myself and had a nice brunch and a coffee, a little flat white, and a little cheeky Aperol spritz. I know it sounds so small, but with the anxiety I have, it's a big deal for me to be able to sit and have a meal by myself, so I'm really proud of myself. And then I came up, I did some laundry, and I did some research on dance classes I could take while I was here. I signed myself up for a house class tomorrow night, which is Monday. It's really interesting because all the classes here are only 1 hour, whereas obviously classes in New York are at minimum an hour and a half. I really don't know what to expect. I'm blessed to live in New York and get to take class in New York, and I'm not shitting on Edinburgh at all. They might have the best answers I've ever learned from, who the fuck knows. But what I'm trying to say is I'm not expecting a one-to-one. And maybe I'll make a new friend. The dance community is such a good way to connect with people, so I'm hoping like someone will be like, oh, do you want to get a dinner with us, or do you want to grab a drink with us after class or something? I mean, I know it's Monday and they might have, jobs. Anyway, after I looked up some stuff and settled in, my best friend Suze called me just to check in since I had some downtime. We connected. She gave me some like words of encouragement and we just chatted, caught up for a little bit. And then, so I'm staying in Newtown area. I walked to Old Town area because there's exactly one bar in all of Edinburgh that plays NFL, and I'm an Eagles fan, so I went to watch the Eagles game, the Eagles-Rams game. I walked in and setup was weird, man. I don't know how to describe it. Everyone was like, if there's a table that's like two-seater, right, where you're like looking at each other, but everyone was only on one side because they were looking at the big screen. And so there was plenty of empty seats, but it was really the back half of occupied tables that were facing away from the main screen. And in my head, when I thought, okay, I'm going to go to this bar by myself to watch this game, I was thinking there was going to be bar seating and I could just easily get a stool by myself at the bar and just watch behind the bar because that's how our setup is in America. It's like, oh, I can talk to the bartender or not talk to anyone, just like eat and have a drink and watch the screen. But there was no seats at the bar at all. There was one seat open. It was on this like kind of half bar in the corner. I ordered my food and my drink and I walked over and I was like, hey, do you mind if I take this seat? And they're like, no problem. And I could tell by her accent that she was either from like America or Canada, something like that. And so I sat down with my beer. I was waiting for my food and I was just watching the game. And she actually started talking to me. And she was staying at the hostel that was basically attached to the bar. Yeah, we just chatted for about an hour while I watched the game and I ate. And she stayed until around halftime and then left. So yeah, like a solid hour. We connected on Instagram and everything. And she was from Canada. She was around my age, super cool. She was traveling. She was staying at the hostel by herself and other solo female travelers. I thought that was really cool. It was a good way to start my solo travel. I feel like it put a lot of positive thoughts because I was like, oh, the first bar I go to by myself, which was a bar to watch an NFL game in the UK. I mean, there's not that many people, I feel like. And I happened to run into not only someone who was willing to talk to me, but also another solo female traveler. Then I think that bodes well for the rest of my trip, especially when I'm doing things like taking a dance class where it's easier to connect with like-minded people. Yeah, I just think it bodes well for the future of this trip, the rest of this trip. I didn't take this camera to vlog myself or going to this bar. It was hard enough for me to vlog having Gordon, Amy, and John with me, and I'm super self-conscious about vlogging when I'm on my own. I know I just need to step into it and ignore it and just go with the vibe, but it's a little nerve-wracking, so I didn't take it out today. I'm hoping that I can grow some balls and vlog a little bit tomorrow. Yeah, pretty good first day. I am curious to see how I settle in. Again, I'm a very anxious person, and even at home in my own house, I do have some trouble sleeping when my partner's not with me, but I think it's gonna be great. I feel really safe. I put my portable deadlock in the door, and in general, I felt really safe here. Yeah, it'll be great. I'm gonna shower, maybe watch a bit of TV, and then call it a night. It's a good first day. Cercare di farlo io per far vedere, vabbè sì, un pochino però, e poi conversazioni sì, però. Oh yes. And so I get used to it. And I'm like, New friends. Cheers. Happy birthday to all of us, actually. You can just say, what's your name? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm Diana. I'm from Ukraine originally, but though I'm Romanian Ukrainian. Yeah, and I've been in London for 2 years already. And here we are, we met in Edinburgh.
Hiya, I'm Alawiyah and I live in London.
What has been your favorite part of Edinburgh so far?
So far, I think just like the Gothic style, like of the architecture. That's what I love. It's dark, but I love this darkness. Yeah, that's the vibe.
I'm the same.
The castle in the background of everything, just having like the Gothic architecture, just like looming over you, and also no tall buildings, just like flat. You can see everything. I feel like Batman. I feel like Batman. No, yeah, like Batman just in a court, like, you know, love it.
Oh, I love that.
Vestiaire Collective. Can you say expertise? Can you say no to fakes? Can you say authentic?
So, alert. Zzz's doesn't cut their pizza? I gotta cut my own pizza? I mean, I guess I can do that. There's no paper towels in here. Or like napkins. So I guess I just commit to the bit and get there to. So as an update, it's my first day working. Started work at 2. I did go out last night and I did spend the entire day hungover. And so now I'm ordering a Zzz's, which is like a pizza chain here, like a Domino's or a Pizza Hut. They have Zzz's, and my YouTube homies, Zoe, Sug, and Mark Ferris, they always love a Zzz's, so I was like, I gotta try a Zzz's, you know. I don't know how much I filmed of yesterday, but last night, well, I did go to a Korean restaurant for lunch, slammer. Then I did some shopping, and then I went to this place called Hey Palu for, they have Negroni flights. And I went there around like 5 something. I was like, oh, I'm by myself. I'll read, I'll try this flight, and then I'll go find somewhere for dinner, and then I'll come home and go to sleep. So I started talking to the bartender. She was lovely. She's around my age as well. And she asked where I was from, and I said New York, and we were talking about some like New York bars and stuff that she should check out when she goes. And then this couple next to me, they're around my age as well. They were visiting from Manchester and they're going to New York soon. So I ended up talking to them for a while, giving them recommendations, and we just like talking, getting to know each other. And I drank with them for a while. I was also letting the bartender do whatever she wanted. I was like, because I tried the Negronis and they were all amazing. I was like, listen, I'm a gin drinker. I want to try some local gins. Like, make me a drink. I'll be happy. So they had to leave for dinner at 8:15, so I was like, okay, perfect. I'll also leave when they leave, go find myself some dinner, and go the fuck home. These 2 girls sit on my other side, and they're also around my age. They're actually younger now. They're like 25, I found out. But they were visiting from London, and just through the conversation found out we're actually staying at the same place. And so we got talking, and then we found out that our birthdays are all around the same time. Like, they're here celebrating their birthday. We're all Aquariuses. The one girl, she was absolutely lovely. We had the same big 3, so we were talking about that, and they were just like a good time. Bartender was giving me free drinks, drinking, And then I realized that like most places kitchens close at 9, and it was getting to be 9, and I was like, oh shit, like I'm not gonna be able to have dinner. So I ordered myself, like they had some focaccia and some like burrata and some meats. So I ordered that, but that was not enough to combat the 10 beverages that I consumed. And then I got to walk home with the girls, which was nice to like feel safe doing that. Yeah, by the time I woke up today, girl was hungover. But it was really fun. I didn't really film that much because I was embarrassed. Though at some point, with me kikiing and hee-heeing and all that with my new friends at this bar, they probably would have loved to be on camera. So I should have just done it. Regardless, have not been able to enjoy a good meal today. So hopefully this pizza does what it needs to do. I'm sure it's not going to be the most amazing thing I've ever eaten in my life. That's not what I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for some tasty carbs. I have to say I am also debating about just pouring myself a glass of wine and seeing if hair of dog helps, because it's now 9:35 p.m. the next day and I am still hungover. That right there was a pizza. I'm not mad. Right now it's about 4:30 back home. So my work day ends in about an hour and a half, which will be 11 p.m. here. Obviously I'm eating at 9:30, which is not great, but I'm going to try to just go to sleep. There's actually a lot that I need to do for back home because my 30th birthday is like as soon as I get back. So I need to figure out decorations and like order things. I also need to figure out an outfit and order that.
You need to dig deep into
I've noticed in Europe they only do Sprite zero sugar. They'll have regular Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, and then just Sprite Zero.
Okay, I gotta work.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
It's part of the magic of it. I mean, you know, it's on stage for a reason. This is what you're supposed to see.
You like Oxford rather than chartered? Yes. Right?
Okay.
That was their order.
So I got the emergency notification on my phone for, what is it, Storm Eowyn, which is supposed to have like 90-mile-per-hour winds, which is actually fucking crazy. So I went down to the front because I also needed something to eat. It's about almost 7 p.m. here, and I was like, I need food. I didn't want to deliver in again, so I went to see what the bar downstairs had, the little cafe bar. And I got myself a little cheese plate, so there's like brie and another cheese and crackers here, and also some chutney, and then also, holy shit, a shit ton of sourdough bread, and also a shit ton of hummus. They really hooked me up. And then I found out that I can get a cocktail and I could bring it back to my room. So I went ahead and got a gin and tonic with a local gin. And they were like, just make sure you bring the cup back. And I said, I will bring the cup back to get another drink tonight. Don't you worry. Because now that I know. But anyway, I asked them, like, what's the vibe? What are we thinking? Like, is everything going to be closed? What's going on? And they said a lot is going to be closed. I'm sad because all of the museums and galleries are going to be closed, which I'm sad about because I really wanted to do another one tomorrow. But, you know, safety first. But I was like, are you guys going to be open down here? And they said that they are supposed to be open till 5 p.m., the cafe. So I had picked another cafe that I really wanted to go to tomorrow, but it's like probably a 15-minute walk, and I don't know if they're going to be open. So I might just try to check in the morning if they're open or not, if they like post it on their Instagram. If they are open, I'm still going to go down and go to that because it's fine. If not, then at least I know I can come here and have like a full brunch and get a coffee and like sit there, and then I might just like go for some strolls in our direct area until it feels like really windy or unsafe. And I know that they're going to be open till 5. I'm hoping that Tesco will be open tomorrow, and I might just do a run to see if I can get like something that's like a microwave heat up meal to keep here in case there's nowhere that I can get dinner. At least I'll know that I can like microwave or heat up a meal. And then I gotta leave really early on Saturday morning. I'm actually so sad. I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't know what to expect from doing a solo travel. I know I didn't vlog a lot, that there was a lot of fears I wanted to face all at once. And vlogging is definitely a fear. I need to get used to that. Vlogging in public is definitely a fear. There's a few times I take it out, be like, here's my meal, put it away. That's about it. I just need to get used to talking to myself. Honestly, I feel like I'll be more likely to do it in New York because I know there's a lot of influencers in New York, and also no one really gives a fuck what you do when you're in New York. But here, I'm an outsider, and I didn't really know the culture around it. I didn't really see many other people doing it. I know half of the battle is just saying fuck it and doing it, but anyway, I didn't know what to expect when it came to solo traveling, and honestly, I was terrified. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I was like, that's so long to be by myself, because my options were either don't do it at all, or wait until the weekend so that I can come home when I'm not working, so I don't have to take any more days off. I did a full send and did a whole week by myself here, and I cannot believe tomorrow's already Friday. I have this new sense of empowerment when it comes to doing things by myself. I feel like it's going to drastically affect my life, changing kind of what I'm willing to do and not willing to do. I mean, like, even when I would meet up with my friends at a bar, if I was the first to show up, I'd be like, I will wait outside for an hour if it means not going in there by myself before everyone else arrives. And I just, like, kind of look at that and laugh. Or, like, I wouldn't want to go grocery shopping by myself. I wouldn't want to go to a cafe by myself. And now I'm like, I've done all those things a million times while I was here. I had no choice but to do them. But it's, like, completely shifted my perspective on doing things like that. And I think it's going to change the rest of my life. I'm truly going into my 30s even more independent than I already was. This was one of the best decisions I've ever made, doing this solo trip by myself. Don't get me wrong, I miss my friends, I miss my boyfriend, oh my god, my husband. I miss my husband. But yeah, I'm really, really happy, and I'm really, really proud of myself too. I can't believe it's almost over. I'm actually super sad about it. I would come back to Edinburgh over and over and over again. If I thought that I can convince all my friends to move here, I totally would. I'd love it. So, this storm is crazy. The wind's been nuts. Luckily, my flight is tomorrow and not today, because everything's been canceled today. I keep checking, and I'm still good to, it says it's still good to go in terms of tomorrow. I'm hoping if there's a delay, especially out of Edinburgh into, I'm not worried because I have about 5 hours between when I land, or 4 hours between when I land in Dublin and then when I get on my flight to go from Dublin to New York. But I'm hoping if my flight from here to Dublin tomorrow is delayed, that I will know sooner rather than later. Because if I leave here at fucking 5:45 or 6 a.m. or whatever, and then I get there and I'm waiting in there for 2 hours and I could have slept in 2 extra hours here, I'm gonna be pissed off. But I mean, whatever happens will happen. It's totally fine. I'm sad that unfortunately it was my last day and everything was closed. I haven't even been able to send the postcard to my cousin, which really sucks. So as of right now, like, most places to get food are fully closed for, good reason. Obviously, it was like an emergency. I can't believe that the cafe that at our hotel has been open. They are closing now at 5 p.m. They're usually open till 10. I just ran down there, got like a ham and cheese croissant sandwich, and then I have the hummus and toast from last night. So that can be my meal tonight. If there's other options open, I might grab something different. I'm honestly just sad that I didn't get to walk around on my last day. But obviously I've been blessed to have been here for like almost 2 weeks, so I've gotten to see a lot. I also did get myself a cheeky little Aperol spritz because my plan was I really wanted to go to a bar tonight, my last night, just get like my sending off drink. But unfortunately, I don't think anywhere is going to be open. So it's all right. I'll take this as my parting drink. Obviously, I'm working. I work till around 11, but my last call ends around 7:30 my time. So I think starting then, I'm gonna start packing, getting stuff together. I'm so sad. But yeah, I'll start packing, getting things together, getting ready to go. So that all I have to do tomorrow is like wake up, do the bare minimum, get dressed, and I can dip, and all my stuff's already together. So that's the plan. I'm not gonna lie, the wind is fucking crazy. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that on the camera. This is fine. I really hope we don't lose power. I can't do that. Is there a flashlight up in this bitch? Oi, oi. Here. I still had the best time. I'm so sad that this week of solo traveling is ending, honestly. I cannot wait to come back to Edinburgh.